You press play?
No.
Alright, show the room. There is no sticky notes or post-its. I have none on me. And I'm going to go into my assessment.
No.
Patience over there.
My car. Come in.
Hello, how are you? My name is Dee. I'm going to be your nurse today. I'm going to perform hand hygiene. While I'm performing hand hygiene, can you give me your name and date of birth?
0062807.
Wonderful. I'm going to close your curtain for privacy. And I'm going to put on my gloves. I'm going to ask you a few questions just to begin this assessment. Do you know what year it is?
2020.
Do you know what city and state you're in?
Nashville, Tennessee.
And who's the president?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Alrighty, that's wonderful. So the patient is alert and oriented ×3. I'm just going to do a general overlook of you. And the patient is well groomed. I don't see any dryness. Skin is moist and intact. Color is consistent with ethnicity. No lesions noted. And the body seems symmetric up and down for what I can visually see. And I'm going to move on into my assessment. So this is a neurological exam. And so I'm going to ask you to do a few things to test certain things, okay? Alright, so our first test is going to be a cerebellar test. So I'm going to ask you to touch your nose and touch my finger. Wonderful. Like this. Wonderful. Okay, so now there's something called rapid hand movement. I'm going to ask you to... Good job. And then we're going to do the heel to shin. Heel to shin. Wonderful. So, cerebellar assessment is completed, and there are no cerebellar dysfunctions at this time. So, your next test is going to be light sensitivity, light touch sensitivity. So, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And I'm going to touch you, and I want you to say yes when I touch you, okay? Doesn't matter where, just say yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Light touch sensation is intact and even throughout on both sides, symmetrical. So now I'm going to ask you to do some movements. So if you could stand for me. I'm going to ask you to walk to that table. Normal, wonderful, and walk back. Wonderful. I'm going to ask you to walk there on your tippy toes. I'm going to ask you to walk on your heels back. Wonderful. So can you turn around and bend over and touch your toes for me? Good job. I'm going to touch on your back, and I'm going to just assess your back and your spine. If you feel any pain or tenderness, let me know. Wonderful. No pain or tenderness noted. I'm just going to look to see that everything is symmetrical. There are no lumps, no lesions noted, and the spine is aligned and intact. You can stand up. Musculoskeletal nerves is intact. So we have one more, and it's the lumbar test. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm going to hold my hands out, stand really still. Wonderful. Lumbar test is negative. So all of your tests are completed, and I want to thank you for your time. Again, my name is Dee. If you need anything, call me.